Welcome to Call Me Oz Live. Once again, happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day, whatever you want to call it. That's fine. I don't really care. It's Wednesday. It's Call Me Oz Live. We're going to cover a lot of stuff tonight. It is jam-packed as always. My special guest tonight is our Call Me Oz sales account executive, Jackie Morfin. She's going to be bringing you up to speed on what we've been doing at Call Me Oz these days. There's been a lot of stuff going on besides the fair. But speaking of the fair, we're going to bring you up to date on when the auditions are. In fact, in about 3 hours, our very first preliminary satellite audition will begin in Taos. And then there's something going on Friday that I think you might want to mark on your calendar and be sure to attend. Now, we're also going to talk about the 7 venues that I was at last week and the 7 venues that I will be at this week. Yes, it was a light week last week and a light week next week. Every once in a while, I kind of get those. So that's what's going on. When we talk about the Call Me Oz website, we're going to take a trip down memory lane, like to back in karaoke in the Hollywood days, if any of you remember that. And then we're also going to talk about news blasts from the past. So addition to this, we're going to talk about family-friendly karaoke venues that you and your family can hang out on Friday nights and have a good time. And then we're also going to talk about all the crazy stuff going on at Red Velvet. And we're also ready to find people to judge you. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're also going to be talking about a police officer and a belly button. And how big is the karaoke showcase? We're going to go over all that information and more in just a few minutes. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's time to get ready for our weekend karaoke. Come on down to Fiesta's Restaurant every Friday night with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host for the evening. We'll see you guys starting at 9 p.m.
Aquí en Leos, en tu lugar favorito, tenemos karaoke. ¿Te crees Paquita del Barrio? Vicente Fernández o Pepe Aguilar, ven y canta aquí en Leos.
Karaoke, todos lunes y miércoles son de karaoke en Leos Nightclub.
¡Puro amor norteño! ¡Chichi, chao!
Cities of Gold Casino presents DJ Drastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you guys out to the Cities of Gold Casino. Inside the Golden Cantina, we brought karaoke starting at 9 o'clock with me, DJ Drastic, your karaoke host. I hope to see you guys every Saturday night at the Cities of Gold Casino inside the Golden Cantina.
Drastic Entertainment.
Come on to our TV show. Ven a nuestro show todos los jueves en la noche y te vamos a presentar lo que tenemos nosotros aquí en especial el fin de semana en el Leos y en el nuevo Cananas, también en el Bandido Restaurant. ¡Chichi, chao!
And welcome back to Call Me Oz Live. I have Miss Jackie with us tonight.
Hi.
So for those of you who don't know who Miss Jackie is the sales executive for Call Me Oz primary function.
I am.
How are you liking that so far?
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it. It's nice.
That's good. Well, we enjoy having you. So it's been a good time. It's been a good ride. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We're going to talk more about what she's doing with Call Me Oz a little bit later. Right now, we're going to talk a little bit about the 7 venues that I was at last week. And you were with me at a couple of them.
I was.
So, of course, last Wednesday, I pulled a magic trick. I was like in 2 places at the same time. That was pretty epic. I would like to see anybody else do that. Then on Thursday night, we took a long drive to go do some karaoke, didn't we?
It was quite a drive. It was nice, though.
It was. It was actually a very nice drive to Las Vegas. And we went to the Skillet, where we had to drop off their marketing package and put up posters, meet the KJ, meet the town, basically. Here's what's crazy. Like, so this is at the Skillet. This place is, how big would you say that is? Maybe the size of the effing bar?
About, yeah.
About the size of the effing bar. This place was insanely packed. Like, to the point there was no seats. Everybody standing up. It's shoulder to shoulder. And the guy is sitting there going, yeah, well, it's a little slow tonight. I'm sorry, you came on a slow night. And we're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
It was really busy.
So a slow night for him, he had 32 singers, I think is what he said. He said a normal night for him will hit 40 to 55 singers. So if that gives you any idea about what's going on at the Skillet in Las Vegas, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
A very welcoming crowd.
Yeah. It was nice.
It was like high response, like everybody who sings, they got huge applauses and everything. It was just a really cool place. So we're really excited to have them on board as a participating venue. So they actually start their auditions, I believe, on June the 13th.
I think so.
Yeah, so they've got like 2 weeks, and they already signed people up the very first night we were there.
Oh, yeah.
I think
was quite a few people signing up.
Yeah, I think he signed up like 7 or 8 that first night. So that's going to be a great place. We're looking forward to the 2 singers that they send from Vegas. Let me tell you guys, in Albuquerque, you've got competition. There is some serious competition in Vegas.
There was some really good singers there. And they had a really different kind of sound. Lots of different types of music. Very eclectic.
Yes, very, very much so. Everything from country to show tunes to rock to R&B. I mean, literally just everything.
There was rap.
There was rap. It was, yeah.
It was fun.
This dude did Bodies Hit the Floor, and oh my God.
Bodies. I love that song.
Yeah. So it was a great time. It was definitely a long night for us because we drove there. We stayed there till they closed the bar, of course, and then some. And so we started heading back about 2 o'clock in the morning. So we got back very late. But hey, that's what it takes.
Yeah.
But like I say, it was a good time. Then on Friday, the very next day, you and I were at Red Velvet Underground with Kamikaze Karaoke.
Yep.
And they do karaoke every Tuesday and Friday from 7 to 11, and they're family friendly, and that is a satellite venue. So they start in about a month. And then on Saturday, I went to Cities of Gold up in Pewaukee, and they are also in a state fair participating venue. So I was there all night with Drastic, doing the same thing, setting up posters, dropping off the marketing materials, getting everything ready for that one. And then on Monday, I was at Cantero Brew House with James, and they do karaoke every Monday from 6:30 to 9:30, and they're family friendly. Mm-hmm. And this is an awesome place. And by the way, as of Monday, they became a Call Me Oz sponsor as well. So look for their enhanced listing to show up on the Find a Place to Sing page probably by Friday. So awesome. We appreciate that. And then I went to Red Door downtown, Red Door Brewery downtown. They do karaoke on Mondays from 7 to 11. And then I went over to Leo's Nightclub, and that's with KJ Allen, and they do karaoke every Monday and Wednesday from 6 to 11. And they are also a participating venue, and Jackie was there as well.
I was.
So we had a good time, and it was actually a great night there.
Yeah.
It really was.
It was fun.
Yes. So tonight, after I leave the show, I get to head down to Los Lunas and see KJ Danielson at Camino Royale, where they do karaoke every Wednesday and Saturday from 7 to 11. And they are the second adult audition this year. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks from Saturday will be their night of the auditioning. And then I'll head over to see Drastic at Isleta Casino, where they do karaoke every Wednesday from 9 to 1:30. So that's where I've been. That's where I'm going to be tonight.
Nice.
And then this upcoming week, we actually don't have Jackie scheduled anywhere. Can you believe that?
Wow.
That's crazy.
How did that happen?
Well, oh, I know why. Because you will be at the audition at Lucky 66 on Friday.
That's right.
So you are actually scheduled in, and that is on Friday, yes, at the first audition. So So now tomorrow, I will be at Mariscos Hall tomorrow with KJ Allen, where they do karaoke every Thursday from 6 to 10, family friendly, and they're a state fair venue. And then I'll go over to Ribs in Los Lunas and see Randy, where they do karaoke Tuesdays from 6 to 9, Thursdays 7 to 10. They are also family friendly. And then I'll head down to Hub City Brewing Company.
Hub City's fun. That's also family friendly.
Yes, and it is a very awesome place, and the KJ is Danielson. And they do karaoke every Thursday from 7 to 11, and they are also a participating venue. Yeah. They are actually a satellite, and they are actually doing 2 runs because, so the first one they do, this is kind of interesting how this is going to work. So they have a competition going on right now. Did you know that?
I heard about that.
So they have a competition going on right now where they're qualifying 2 people to come back on June the 6th. Those 12 people that come back on June the 6th will also be the 4 that qualify to come back to their qualifying night.
Oh.
So in other words, the preliminary audition on June the 6th is not open to the public. You can't register and just walk in. You have to actually make it through their process. And then the last 2 on June 13th and the 20th, you can just sign up and go in. Oh, nice. Or roll over from that. So that's the way that one's going to work. And then in the end of July, or starting in July, they will also be doing the preliminaries for Christopher's Missions, which will be held at the Knights of Columbus. But you have to qualify through Hub City Brewing Company. Oh. So they kind of get a double shot. Lucky. Oh. Never mind, I'll stop right there. So then I will head back to Albuquerque and show up at Twist with Ash. They do karaoke every Thursday from 9 to 1:30. And they are also a state fair participating venue. Are there any venues that are not? Like, this is getting crazy anymore.
There's a lot of venues participating this year.
Right? We have 18 venues. In fact, we're going to talk about how big the state fair karaoke competition actually is here in just a little bit. So the numbers are going to floor you, I promise you. So that'll be at Twist. That's tomorrow night. That's the end of my night, finally. And then Friday, I will be there. You will be there. Angie will be there. Michelle will be there. Michael will be there. Jeanette will be there. Larry and Patty will not be there. Kenny and Jesse will not be there. These guys think they can take time off. Like, really? What gives them the right? Okay, anyway, so yeah. So all the rest of the team will be there except Larry, Patty, Jesse, and Kenny. But we'll all be there. We will be
thinking of you.
I'm sure you will not. So we will get to witness live who the first 10 adults are to the New Mexico State Fair.
Oh, the first 10 already. Wow.
Right? Can you believe that?
Wow. It's just coming real fast. Before we know it, the fair's going to be here.
It is. And I'm telling you, like, I was just setting up the next 5-week schedule, and I'm going through June, and I'm just like, wow, like, June's gone. It's already July. And then I'll do it in July, and it'll be like, oh, July's gone. Now it's August. And then August is gone, and then it's September, and then we finally get to take a break. But wait, no, because from what I understand, we're doing the Balloon Fiesta again. So, yeah. So there's a lot of reasons to do the State Fair Showcase because, howdy, Amos, not only is it awesome that you get to support all the local venues, but then you get to sing on that huge stage at the State Fair. And then after that, if you're in the top 24, you get to sing at the Balloon Fiesta. Mm-hmm. And if you are the champion, you get to go to Talent Quest for free, or 75% if you're second place, or 50% if you're third place, or everybody, as long as they make it to the fair. That's pretty awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm excited.
Jackie, how did you like singing at the Balloon Fiesta?
I did like it. So last year I had the privilege of being in the fair I made it to the showcase, and it was really awesome to get up on the big stage at the fair. But then they were like, well, you made it to the semifinals, so you get to go to balloon fiestas, and that was really fun. I had a lot of fun over there, and the kids had a blast. Of course, they couldn't come into the area where we were singing, but there was just like a little fence, and they were just on the other side of the fence, so
Yeah,
it was fun.
They were right there the whole time.
That was
And
awesome.
So, okay, so when you sing at the semifinals, there's what, a couple thousand people at the fair watching you? But at Balloon Fiestas that night, there was like a couple thousand people just right there, and then there was probably another 10 or 20,000 people around
There
you.
was so many people, and I really liked the way they did it because they had a short fence, so even if you weren't inside of the bar area, you could still see and hear very well what was going on.
Exactly.
The only thing I think maybe they should have put the stage facing the other direction, because that's kind of where most of the crowd was. But it was really loud. You could hear the music from far away, and
Yeah.
it was fun. There was a lot of people there.
There was, yeah, and the bar area was at capacity all night long. There was a line trying to get in, so I would expect the same this year. This year will be a lot more organized, and we'll know what we're doing. That was our very first year, but it still went off very well. So
I hope this next year they actually get to do the balloon glow. They didn't get to do the glow
Right.
that night because of the wind or something, and I was like,
Yep.
oh, we wanted to see the glow.
yeah, I'm sure. So that's what we're looking forward to. It's really going to be an epic season. We're starting to gear up now. It's really starting to wind up, and it's starting to wind up like really fast. Like, it was kind of quiet, and I'm telling you, in the last week, there has been so much happen. It's been unbelievable. Reservations are flying in, and it's really starting to fill up fast. So, yeah, so we're ready for this, I believe.
It's really coming fast.
Way too fast. So, we're going to go to the website here for a minute, show some people. We're going to take a trip down memory lane is what we're going to do today, because sometimes that's kind of cool, right? For those of you, do you all remember Hollywood Casino? It was San Felipe. Now they call it what? Black Mesa?
Black Mesa, yeah.
So back in the day, they used to do karaoke inside the showroom, and it was kind of weird because there could be like 100 people in there, and it would feel like it was empty because this place held like 1,500 people, I think. And the stage was huge, and the sound was by Howling Coyote, so it was epic. So I'm going to show you really quick how you can get to Hollywood Casino over here if you just want to maybe take a look at some of the singers that sang on that stage. All you got to do is go to the karaoke button here, and that'll take you over here to the karaoke part of the website. And then you click on this button here that says Complete Index, and that'll take you over here to the Complete Index, which is basically every single page on the website. Well, most every page. And if you click on this button that says Hollywood Casino, it will take you over here. So I will warn you, this was way back in the day of when the website was not remodeled. So forgive me for the crazy colors and the bad text and all that other stuff on here. But so back in the day, okay, we've got some pictures that didn't load up, but that's okay. You can go there anytime. We would take pictures of all the people that would go here and sing, and there was lots of them. And what's crazy is I could almost tell you where all these people are now. So we know where Millie is. This is Mike Mirabal back in the day, believe it or not. Frankie J is in Florida, and I'm not sure which David that is. And Katrina is now married to Frankie J. And I'm not sure who Steven was. And okay, I know who Eric is. And Wheezy is, believe it or not, kind of related to me through a weird way. And then we have just everybody on here. You'll see people like Delfino, and Kevin passed away, and Edie's still around all the time. And this is what the stage looked like, if you could imagine here. And then, of course, this is Big Mike. He's our photographer now. And we have Bunny, who is in Dallas. She was part of the original Call Me Ozz. And Audra, she was one of the Cajun.
Big Mike, 'cause he was...
Huh?
I see now, because I always wondered, why do they call him Big Mike?
Yeah, because he's so tall.
Well, he doesn't look big now. But back then he looked big.
Yeah, well, this is true. Like, he definitely has lost some weight, you know?
A lot of weight.
Yeah. And, of course, we know who Tisha is and Cowboy Greg. And it's just kind of cool when you look around and this is definitely a blast from the past. I can't remember. I believe this was like 2013.
That's Gloria. Is that the right Gloria? Or is that a different Gloria?
That's a different one than the one you're thinking of, I believe. And then Joni Anderson, and there's a good picture of the stage. And Nikki, she's in Houston now. And here's Jason Brooks. We just saw him in Vegas on Thursday. But yeah, he used to come out there. So I had the van, and I used to drive people out there in the van.
I remember that.
The karaoke van. Yeah, remember that? So we would all be singing down the road at 65 miles. I would really freak people out because I'd be like, hey, give me the microphone. Put on I Don't Know. And I would sing I Don't Know or Crazy Train going down the road. And they're just like, dude, you're going to kill us. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to kill you. I promise.
Yeah, I remember that.
So there's a trip down memory lane, and here's another trip down memory lane. Of course, back on the home page, you go back to the karaoke button, back to the complete site index, and when you come over here, so you guys know about our newsletter. Well, before the newsletter is what it is today, it was more like this. Like, we really did this newsletter, and we talked about everything going on in the karaoke world, and this is what the website used to look like back in the day. So you could literally go back here and see what was going on in the karaoke land in 2013.
Wow.
See, here's February 2013. And so, yeah, I was looking through this the other day, and I was like, oh, I bet most people don't even know that we still have this stuff. But, yeah, we do. It's cool about a website. Like, you can just keep stuff on there for as long as you want. So, but, yeah. So there you go. That's what's going on in the website these days. Or those days, I guess I should say, right? You can find out all about the wonderful world that we live in. So at Red Velvet Underground, as we know, this is quite a place. Mm-hmm. They have all kinds of crazy stuff going on. They have live music every night of the week. They have, I don't even know how Chris Raven books all these bands, but I'll bet you he books 20 to 30 bands a week there.
Probably.
At least. It is insane how many bands go through that place. And now that they have 2 different rooms, they can do so much more. So every Thursday we have a stand-up comedy and magic show. This week, in fact, it's Jordan Jonas and Mary Bird and Royal Wood covering for Don Sherry. And then we always have acoustic, the sounds of acoustic music between 9 and 11. And guess who's there this Thursday?
Me.
That's right. Jackie does a gig there every Thursday, or once a month on a Thursday, and this happens to be your Thursday.
This is my Thursday.
So if you guys have not been to this show yet, just so you know, there is no cover. It is free to go in. We just ask you to spend a little bit of money while you're there, like eat dinner, like buy a beer or two, or some wine, or one of her amazing lemonades.
Oh, those lemonades are awesome.
Right?
My kids love them.
They do. Or a carne pizza.
There's some very different pizzas there. She even has a dessert pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
She was talking about the double-decker pizza.
Oh, yeah.
She has a double-decker pizza now. So, yeah. She just plays around with pizza, so you guys can go have fun with their pizza over there. But, yeah, so every Thursday this show goes on. And then on Tuesdays, we have family-friendly karaoke with Karaoke Joe. Fridays, it's with Kamikaze Karaoke, which is usually McLean. Mm-hmm. And those are on Fridays. And then we have Headliners Comedy on Saturdays with Kevin Kennedy. And those start at 9:30. And fair warning, these things have become beyond capacity. So if you intend to go watch this comedy show, I'm telling you, like, you need to get there like 8 o'clock, literally, to get a seat.
Wow.
Or you will not be sitting. You will definitely be standing the whole night. He brings in probably some of the best local comedians that I've ever seen.
Oh, wow.
So that happens every Saturday at 9:30. And then over at JC's New York Pizza Department, they are the sponsor of the Miners Audition, which is going to be at Haynes Park a week from Saturday already. On June the 8th. We have plenty of spots. In fact, we're letting you know we need minors signed up. Big time. And minors is anybody under the age of 21. So get signed up. This is going to happen at Haynes Park on Saturday, June the 8th from 5 to 9. So it is a 4-hour show. We will be rotating in regular singers. So if you just want to come watch and you like to sing karaoke, please come, because we're going to rotate you right on in with everybody else.
Right.
So it's going to be a good time. Because there's no alcohol served there, of course you can bring your barbecue grill. You can make a picnic out of it if you want. So yeah, it'll be a pretty epic event. So they do karaoke down at JC's every Friday from 7 to 11 with KJ Biddy. Mm-hmm. You been there before?
I have. I have. They have good pizza, good karaoke, and it's family friendly. So, I love those family friendly venues. I love to take my kids with me when I can, every chance I get. So, and they just love to sing. SB is excited for the fair. She was excited last year about singing on that big stage, and she's ready to go back again this year for sure.
Now, does it suck that you can't compete this year?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm gonna be there, as a special guest. I think.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you get to sing on the big stage.
Yes, I definitely want to sing on the big stage again.
Yeah.
It was definitely epic, as Ozz would say.
Please don't get him on a roll.
Yeah, it was definitely a blast singing on that stage, and I was so proud of my SB. She had never done karaoke before.
Oh, wow.
Until we took her for her audition at Kiltcheck last year, and she did awesome for her first time on any stage in front of a crowd of people doing karaoke.
Mm-hmm, she did
awesome. She made it to the fair, so
yes, she
it
definitely
was definitely fun. So you guys, don't be scared to try out. I know it can be really nerve-wracking to get up there on the stage. For me, it was hard to do as well. As I don't know if any of you guys know out there, but I have really bad stage fright. I freeze up and I stutter a lot when I do public speaking. And I've always loved to sing. I've sang since I was a little girl, and I've played the guitar since I was a teenager, but I have really bad stage fright. And everybody you should do something with your talent, you should do something with your music. And I'm like, yeah, well, if I wouldn't freeze up in front of a crowd, or, and I sing here and there, but to get in front of a crowd, it can be really hard. So karaoke was my way of finding my way out of that, breaking the ice and getting over my stage fright. And it's really been awesome to help me with that stage fright for sure, because we have such a awesome karaoke community here that they don't judge you. They don't make you feel judged or make you feel bad if you messed up. I mean, I sing pretty good. I think anyways, but there's been times, let me tell you, that I've gotten up there and messed up. Maybe I may have had a couple too many drinks or something, and I've messed up, I'm human, I'm not perfect, I'm definitely not professional, but, I love to sing, and it's all for fun. It's all for fun. So even if you get up there and you mess up, don't feel bad. No one's here to try and make you feel bad or anything. And I know for kids it can be really hard to get up there on a stage in front of people, but you guys definitely come and give it a try. It's fun. So check it out. We do want more minors. Like Ozz said, I do want the minors to keep happening at the fair. So please, you guys, if you have kids that love to sing, grandkids, teenagers, there's not an age, there's no age requirements under 21. I saw little kids get up there and sing last year, and it was awesome. Some of them are so awesome,
I think the youngest one we had was 5 or 6. I forget how old that
tiny
little girl was, but man, she could sing. I was like, and of course she couldn't even read yet, but she could sing.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. Did you look at the words? No, because I don't know how to read. It was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, it is. There's some really talented youth out there. So you guys take the opportunity to come out
Yep.
and get up there on that stage at the fair because, I mean, who doesn't go to the state fair? You know, everybody loves to go to the state fair, and we're right there in the center at the mattress firm pavilion.
Yep.
You know, so it's real easy to find, and of course it's family friendly. You guys check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We're excited.
We're
I'm
definitely excited. Yeah, and like she said, we need miners to sign up because it's getting to the point now where if we don't have enough miners and we don't have the crowd, then we won't have a sponsor. If we don't have the sponsor, then the miners will go away after this year. So we're definitely pleading out to everybody to seriously get your miners signed up so that this is not the last year for the miners.
Yes, you guys get signed up as soon as possible because like Oz said, it's coming up soon. It's already on the 8th.
Yeah, it's like 10 days away.
Yeah.
If you could believe that.
So
That's
we hope
crazy.
to see you all out there and your wonderfully talented children. Come out and show us your talent. Share your talent with the world. God gave us talent to share it. Share it.
Right? So this is pretty much the rundown. We've kind of spoken briefly about where the venues are, but this is the complete rundown. And of course, you can find all the information on the website. All you gotta do is click on the button that says Love in the Fair. Love is in the fair. And you can get the dates. But like we said, this Friday is the first audition that we're gonna send the first 10 adults to the fair. The nice thing about these first 3 auditions is these first 3 auditions are important because these people that qualify, that's a total of 26 people, they get to pick the best nights at the fair. And they do it every single year. They pick Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the fair. And then it never fails. We get down toward the end of the auditions and they're like, oh, well, I can't sing on Saturday night. No.
That was me. I was like, all the good nights
probably got
are
a
like
Monday
taken. I was
night or
like, how am I
something.
going to get family to come to see me during the week? Like,
Right.
And they were like, well, you should have tried out earlier. And I was like, well, I didn't know. This is my first year. I honestly didn't even know
live
they
and you
did
learn.
karaoke at the fair, you know? So it was awesome to know. And you guys pay attention to that. You guys get there early if you can, because those weekend spots get picked up right away. And
Immediately.
I was there like on Monday.
I was going to say, you were at like one of the last venues, so that means all that was left was probably Monday night and Tuesday night, right?
I had like the most awkward things to choose from.
So-
All my family's like, I can't go. I have to work.
Yeah. So don't be waiting around thinking, oh, I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. No, sign up now. And the other reason you want to get going now, too, is because you never know who you're going to be competing against one night. You know, like you might be on your first audition. It might be like 20 of the most amazing singers in the world, so you don't make it that night. But if you start early enough, you can roll over to the next venue and then the next venue so that you have more opportunities to make it.
Right, those rollovers
So
are
that's
nice.
doing the rollovers is definitely the way to go. What is up, Angie? By the way, am I going to see you at Camino tonight? That's my question I have for you. The next one, of course, will be the miners audition. So we're taking up to 24 miners can sign up, and 12 of them will qualify to the fair.
Nice.
So there you go, 50%.
Those are pretty good odds, guys.
Yes, those are really, really good odds. Of course, bring your canopies, your tents, your coolers, your picnics, your barbecue grills, your chairs, all that good stuff. Plan
Bring your
to be there for
sunblock.
a while. And they do have bathrooms there, just so you know.
I'm a total mom. I'm like, bring your sunblock, bring your water, stay hydrated, make sure you bring an umbrella.
Now, you know, and historically, that's a very hot weekend. So that is why we picked that weekend. So hopefully, I will be there at 7:45, Angie, and I will be gone at 8:45. So let's see. Then after that, then we hit Camino Royale Winery and Taproom. And that is on Saturday, June 15th at 8 o'clock. We're going to do 8 out of 20. And then we go to Billiard Palace, and that is also 8 out of 20 on Friday, June the 28th. So if somebody's looking for a Friday venue, there it is. Then the Golden Cantina at Cities of Gold, that's in Pewaukee. And Sarah signed up people right away on the first night. So fair warning, that one's going to fill up quickly. That is going to be 8 out of 20 on Saturday, July 13th at 9 p.m. And then we go to Effing Bar and Grill, and that's on Thursday, July the 18th. And that's at 9 o'clock. And then Fiesta's Cantina, Thursday, July 25th at 9 p.m. And then Mariscos Altamar and Los Lunes on Thursday, August 1st at 7 p.m. So we have 3 Thursdays in a row.
Oh, wow.
And then there's Leo's Nightclub on Wednesday, August 7th at 8 p.m. And then Kilt Check on Sunday, August 18th at 3 p.m. So the one that's missing is Zulo's Bistro. For those of you who didn't know, they closed. So what happens is, if you want, you can look at rule number 500-6. It explains what we do if a venue closes during the season. And basically what happens is, at the end of the season, after the very last audition, we will look at all the scores of the people who didn't make it. The top 8 scores get what called the wild card. And those 8 will get a call, and they will be able to go to the fair. So that's the way it works when a venue closes in the middle of the season. So we don't replace the venues. Then we have our satellites. And like we said, tonight we start the first one in Taos. That's at Alley Cantina. And then they go June 5th, June 12th, and then the finals is June the 26th, where we'll send 2 people to the fair from Taos. And then we also have the Skillet, which begins on June 13th, the 20th, and 27th. And July 11th, we send the 2 to the fair. And then Red Velvet Underground is June 14th, 21st, and 28th. And then on July 12th, we do theirs. And then we have Hub City Brewing in Belen, June 6th, 13th, and 20th. And then on June 27th, we send the 2 to the fair. And then Sidewinders is July 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And on August 13th, we send 2 to the fair. And then, geez, there's a lot of venues. And then Twist Nightclub, July 18th, 25th, and August 1st. And then August 15th, we send the 2 to the fair. And then the very last one is the Christopher's Missions. And so Hub City will do the prelims on July 15th, August 1st, and August 8th. And then the finals are at Knights of Columbus on August 24th, where we will send 2 to the fair. And then we'll find the 8 wild cards, which is all the more reason to get out and try. Because
that's more chances to get in, guys. Better odds.
Yep.
They're at the end. Those scores count, you know.
The scores count. And let's say you try out at 3 different venues. You might get a higher score at one than the others. So that's even a better deal. So that's actually awesome. Doing the wild cards actually makes it. This happened when they shut down Ned's a few years ago. It happened to us. So it was kind of exciting, actually, when we got to the end and we got to call those wild card people. They were like, really? Oh my God, I can't believe it.
That's
so
awesome.
It was epic.
Yeah.
Epic. Always.
That's my word. Stop stealing my word. Epic is your word. Always is my word.
I see. Did we trademark words now? Okay, so here's the other thing that's going on. You guys probably have heard about this. Talent Quest. So what is Talent Quest? Well, it's hard for me to explain. The best thing I can say is go to their website. It's talentquest.com. TalentQuest.com will tell you everything you need to know about Talent Quest. Talent Quest is one of the longest standing karaoke competitions in the United States. It is by far the largest karaoke competition, 19 years running. There is KWC. You guys have probably heard about it because there's a couple of participating venues, one in Albuquerque, one in Santa Fe. Those are karaoke world champions. I don't know how long they've been around. They've kind of had some hills and some valleys, and it looks like they're doing pretty well this year. What KWC does is they do competitions at various venues, like all the rest of them. They do prelims, and then they send the best singer to the finals in Las Vegas. And then from Las Vegas, you compete there to go to Tokyo, which is where they're holding their world competitions this year. And then after that is where they decide who the KWC winner is. We've had a couple from New Mexico over the years. So actually, Anthony Montias from Arkansas was the one from last year, I believe. And then a few years back, we had Ed Pimentel was the champion out of Moscow. So we've had a few, and But the thing with KWC is it's been a very scattered competition. It's not as tight as Talent Quest. So Talent Quest is very tight, and the only reason we haven't been able to work with them in the past is they always have their finals at the same time that we do during the fair. Well, what happened was, ironically this year, they could not book the hotel for that time. So they had to book the hotel for the end of October, which when I saw that news, I was all over it. I was like, oh, I'm so excited about this. And Alan was like, this sucks. I'm like, no, Alan, this is great news, man. So, because I've always had a dream of being able to send our champion to represent New Mexico at Talent Quest. So, at Talent Quest, they have different genres that you can be in. And there's a guy by the name of Will Celestial, which he's highlighting right there. He was the second place champion at Talent Quest last year. Now, if you remember Will just won the Camino Real competition a couple of weeks ago. And Will also won the New Mexico State Fair competition in 2016. And he just went on another competition. I'm going to have to get a hold of him and see how he did.
Wow.
But he's excited about coming back to the state fair as a special guest this year. They've been very tied to us over the years.
Nice.
So, but they have a lot of different opportunities, which you can see on the screen behind us right now. That you can see their website. So that's why I'm saying you want to go to their website, find out what they do and how they do it. This is a highly organized competition. This is the type of thing where these people that come from all over the world to compete at this thing, I mean, they have people from New Zealand that come every year. They literally plan their vacations around this.
Wow.
And they've been doing it for years, like 19 years. I can't believe it. That's a long time.
That is.
And it's an awesome thing. And I have had personal conversations with Alan that runs it, and he is very ethical. So he's a very good guy. So, anyways, we're looking forward to this. And the best part about it is our first place champion this year will get an expense paid trip to Laughlin to compete and to represent us.
Nice.
And when we say expense paid, that means that their airfare is paid for 2 people, and their room at the hotel is paid for 2 people, and they are entered into one of the 3 opportunities that they can compete in. So the way they do it is like when you go there, you go for 7 days and you stay in this hotel and you pay $650, and 200 of those dollars goes to the prize fund, the purse. And then when whoever wins, they divide that amongst the people that have tried out.
Oh, wow.
So that's how it works. Yeah, it's a pretty cool deal. So our second place winner will go to Laughlin 75% paid. And then our third place winner will go 50% paid. All other 93 adults qualify to sing at Talent Quest, but they have to pay their own way. Mm-hmm. Which, like I say, isn't bad. $650 for 7 days in a hotel, and that includes your entry fee into one of them. Isn't a bad deal.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap actually for a hotel in Laughlin.
Right.
At the casino that they're at. So I think it's a good time. Gives you all another reason to sign up for the state fair. By the way, the only way you can get in Talent Quest is by qualifying through the state fair. There's no other way. So there you go. If you're a previous champion, then you get to go anyway. So let's see. So that's what's going on there. And then at the fair, of course, we're going to have open karaoke from 5 to 6. We will have a band from 6:15 to 7:45. And then our showcase begins at 8. We go till about 9:30. Then we have open karaoke till 10:30. So it's going to be an exciting day every day at the fair. Yeah, I'm probably just going to park an RV and just live there. It's just easier that way. You know what I mean?
Right. It would be, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. So registration is definitely open, and we're also looking for judges.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how do you become a judge?
So you can become a judge by going to the website and filling out the judge's application. And then it will come to me to make sure you're not part of the karaoke community. And then it will go to Jeanette. And Jeanette will contact you and Jeanette will decide whether or not you're going to be a judge.
And are there any requirements or?
There is a requirement. We want you to show us some kind of musical background. So that could be anything from a vocal coach to a guitar coach to a guitar instructor to a band instructor, anything that would show that you understand and know music. And that is pretty much what we're looking for.
So anybody out there that's musically inclined and has knowledge of music, you know, music teachers, musicians, anybody who might have some time on their hands that might be willing to help us out with this, we need judges, so you guys check it out.
Yep, exactly what Jackie just said.
Well, we're excited for the fair. We're getting prepared.
Yes, we are. I know by lack of sleep. I know it's coming. It's like I was telling Patty earlier, it's like Christmas is coming. You know, the date is set, and whether you're ready or not, it's going to happen.
Right.
It is going to happen. It's going to go down. So, yeah, I've definitely been up against the crunch for sure. So we do this every Wednesday at 6 p.m. in case you didn't know. And it is produced by Double L Media, which is the ultimate video source.
Yes, they're awesome.
Beyond.
They are.
Yes.
I totally like the commercials you guys have been putting together for Drastic and everybody else, like the little trees, and it's awesome. You guys are awesome.
Yep.
That's right.
And of course, you're out selling the pop-out ads, so.
Right? Oh,
You
and
like
those
those?
pop-out ads, they're awesome. They're like huge now. I love it. That's so awesome. I know, I was like, where's the pop-out ads? Oh, whoa, it's the whole screen now.
Can't miss it now.
I know, I was like, I want to show, you know, the customers what the pop-out ads look like. Well, there you go. It's the whole screen. So you guys want to advertise with us, advertise those pop-out ads. It takes up the whole screen right behind us.
Yep, it does. It does. It definitely pops out. And we want to thank Leo's for that, and Effing Bar, and Red Velvet.
Right.
Thank you guys. Yes, and we have a few other customers considering it right now. So, so hopefully they'll go yes on that too. So I get asked a lot of times. Well, sometimes I get asked, but more than not, it's almost like what you said. You didn't realize how big this competition
Oh,
is.
I know. Tell me about it.
You had
Well,
no idea.
I really didn't. I mean, I saw how big it was when I competed last year. I made it to the showcase and all that. But being on this side of it, all the paperwork side of it, and all the venue appearances, and all the, like he said, no sleep. But that's me all the time. But this, you're gonna kill me with this job. I need to sleep at some point.
You need to sleep?
So Thursdays are my day off, and I usually spend my whole day off sleeping. I have to catch up on sleep at some point because I just shut down.
Right? Yes, I am a nice boss. Yes, I do let her take Thursdays. I said Thursday. I didn't say Thursday night.
Right.
I said Thursday.
Right.
So let's get that straight. Because most of the time I do schedule her out on Thursdays.
That's true. That's true. I do.
So-
So I do work on Thursdays. I really work every day. I'm a mom, guys. Come on. Moms never get to stop. We work 24 hours for the rest of our lives.
Right?
I mean, even when they're grown, it doesn't end.
Nope.
Our grown adult children are still our children, and we still take care of them.
Yes. Yes. That is a fact of life. I mean, I've got older children and they're just never ending. So the size of the state fair, I'm going to go ahead and throw the numbers out there for you guys. I did this last year. I'm going to let you know how big is it, right? Because this is what I get asked. Or I get people that go, well, I didn't know it was so big. Or why do we have to fill out this information? And why can't I just Facebook message you? Or could you imagine 300 people sending me Facebook messages? No.
No.
So basically, this is the breakdown. So this year, this is the way it looks. We have 11 KJs involved. We have, okay, so we had 18 venues, one closed, so we have 17 active venues. I still say we have 18 venues, okay? This is in 7 different cities, and this is the staff. There's one of me. There's an assistant. There's a photographer, a video clipper, videographer with his other half.
His lady.
His lady. We have a voiceover person, which you will see in the opening videos.
Oh.
Can I tell him who it is?
Yeah, no.
I can tell him who it is. I'm so excited about this. It's Stu Dizzle.
No, it's Stu the voice guy.
That's right. It's Stu the voice guy. Calm down.
.com.
I love it. I love it.
Really have a website, StuTheVoiceGuy.com.
He really does have a website.
Yeah, it's called StuTheVoiceGuy.com.
StuTheVoiceGuy.com. That is epic. So, Stu the voice guy. Stu is awesome. He's going to be a special guest one of the nights at a venue and at the fair.
Nice.
And he will also be a guest on my show one of these days when he can find a few minutes in his crazy schedule of his. But he is the voice guy. And there you go. There's the website. I've got to tell you, just wait till you see the videos. That's all I can tell you is just wait till you see the videos. Then we have the admin assistant, Renee. And by the way, I will let you know, my assistant, of course, is Jeanette.
Look, there he is right there.
There he is. See that? So Jeanette is the assistant. Michael Salazar is the photographer. Charles is the video clipper. Larry and Patty are the videographers. Voiceover is Stu. Admin assistant is Renee. The cake maker is my daughter, Brittany. So a little bit of news for you all. As you know, Millie retired from being a mentor. Sad face. But Millie is technically back on board. She is going to be a recruiter. Did I tell you this?
I think you mentioned it. That's
Okay.
awesome, though.
I have only told
Just for us.
I've only told a few people because I don't have time to sit here and tell everybody, hey, this is what's going on. You know, so Millie is, she's trying to take things easy. But she doesn't mind going out to venues and just sitting there and signing people up. And this woman, she can sign people up. Like, it is insane what Millie can do in one day. Like, I had to print 40 sign-up sheets for her that she figures she will last a couple of weeks. So that gives you any idea. So Millie will be hot on the venues signing people up. So I am so glad to have Millie back. We're going to have one sound engineer at the fair. We have a lighting engineer at the fair. We have a stage manager at the fair. We have 3 mentors this year. That is Kenny, Michelle, and Angie. And we will have 10 judges this year. 22 special guests, 300 to 400 singers that will sign up. We will have 96 adults at the fair. We will have 12 minors at the fair. The New Mexico State Fair puts in $10,000 for this audition, for this competition. The participating venues put in $5,000, and sponsors will put in close to $12,000. So if that gives you any idea of how big this competition is, that's how big it is. So it's not a little barroom competition like some people think it is. It is not. So, and that doesn't even include all the posters that get hung up, all the cartridges of ink we go through, all the paper we go through, and all the bandanas that we go through. Because don't you know, it's bandana season too.
How many Callie can get this?
Right?
She gets all of them.
I'm telling you guys, if you go to the fair and you think you're going to get a bandana,
You gotta beat Callie.
You
for
just
the-
watch out for her. Yep.
good luck. Callie will chop you off at the calves, like she will hit your Achilles and knock you down and steal your bandana. I promise you. You think I'm kidding? So we figure that this produces about $100,000 in revenue for the venues. That's a lot of money.
That's awesome.
I think I need to raise my prices.
Well, it's all about supporting our local venues, because without them, we wouldn't have all this karaoke. So, we definitely want to support our venues. So when you guys come out to the auditions and the competitions and you come out to practice and all that, please make sure you support the venues, tip your wait staff, buy a drink or something, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have any karaoke. So we definitely got to thank all the venues.
Yes. I'm actually glad you brought that up because I do want to make a mention about something. These venues are not charging any type of cover charge for you to come in. Okay, they're also not charging you an entry fee like some other competitions are. They charge entry fees to get in this, and we don't do that. Like I just told you, the state fair puts in money, the sponsors put in money, and the venues put in money. So the only way that these venues can afford to do this is if you support that venue financially. So please don't come to an audition and sit there and drink water all night without patronizing the venue.
Right.
Even if you don't drink alcohol, that's okay. At least buy a soda or tea or buy some food or do something.
A lot of the venues have great food.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, if you read the rules do say that we ask you to spend at least $10 per person when you walk into that venue. So there you go. We have to support the venues if we want to keep them coming back.
Right. It's all about keeping the support, with the local businesses. That's what we're all about, guys. We're here to support local businesses because, there's too many corporations out there. The small businesses, local businesses, they have it rough trying to keep it going, and we got to support that. We got to support our own community, our own state here. We got to do what we got to do for each other.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we got to do. So, what did the policeman say to his belly button?
Oh, jeez. I'm afraid to ask.
Do you think I'm going to say, like, you're dirty? Because I'm not.
What did the policeman say to his belly button? Oh, jeez.
You're under a vest.
Oh my god. That's bad.
Yeah,
that's really bad.
I think that one just flew right over your head.
We're supposed to tune these jokes out.
Just went.
So Murdoch says, shout me out, LOL. How are we going to shout you out, Murdoch?
Shout out to Murdoch.
Shout out to Murdoch. What are we going to say about you anyway? So anyways, that's what we got going on. We got a busy week coming up.
Always busy.
It is going to be
The fair is always super, super busy.
super.
As I'm learning as I go along.
Right? When it was before, you were just a participating contestant.
I was just a number, pretty much, so to speak,
She was just a number.
But no, really, I wasn't. I got up there and I gave it my all, and for me, music is life. I mean, I love music. I love it all. So I got up there and I sang my little heart out, and I got to sing up on the stage, and it was fun. And even if I didn't, make it all the way to finals or I didn't win, it was awesome. It was so much fun.
That's what we want to keep. We want all of you to keep in mind. It's about getting to the stage and singing on the stage. If you make it to the next level, that's great. If you make it to the next level, that's great. If you make it to the top 3, that's great. If you win, that's great. But ultimately, really the prize is being able to sing on that stage.
Right.
Even if it's just one time. So that's what you should keep your eyes on, and that's the fun you should keep in it, because if you start just thinking about winning the first place, like way down here at the venue levels, you're going to take all the fun out of it, I promise you, and it will not be fun. So the best thing to do is have fun. Ask our champions from last year. They will all tell you the exact same thing. I had no idea that I would go that far. They had no idea. They were just having fun. And that's all they wanted to do. And then all of a sudden they start meeting all these people and make new friends. And before they know it, they're up there all the way through the finals. So it's all about just making it to the stage, guys.
It is.
It really
it's all
is.
for fun, fun, friendship. And I mean, look at me. I didn't have very many friends, and now I have a bunch of friends that I've met through the karaoke community. And we're really, it's like a family, I love it. I love you guys. You guys are all awesome,
So we have Grim chiming in, and hopefully, Grim, I will see you down at Camino Real tonight. I know that's your hangout, and I know you were one of the top 4, so congratulations in that, buddy. And we will sing you at the fair, as usual. So Shout out to Double L Media for this amazing production that they do every week for us.
Right,
And
thank
to
you guys.
Twisted
Awesome.
Arbor, thank you so much. And Drastic Entertainment.
Oh,
and
Drastic. I miss Drastic. She's
I
back,
know.
huh?
She is back.
She's finally back from her honeymoon. I have to go out and sing with Drastic. I'm having Drastic withdrawals.
That's not good. Yeah, you cannot live without Drastic.
I know.
Yeah.
Gotta have some Drastic in your life.
Yes. Of course, thank you to Red Velvet, Effing Bar, and Leo's. Because of you, this happens every single week. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in.